I want to start this off by saying that this is not a redesign. This is simply me just having fun and drawing one of my favorite ghouls. Now, welcome back to my channel, my campy divas. And welcome to the new ghouls in school if you're new. I am Campalicious.
And this is my channel,
where I draw gay aliens, fan art, and other stuff. Today, I am drawing Lagoona Blue.
I can't believe you.
My plan was to just draw one collage/page of Lagoona Blue, but I think that was gonna drive me absolutely crazy and delulu. So I made the decision to not overwhelm myself by attacking it all at once, but instead I decided to divvy them up and draw them separately. This helped a lot to not make me overwhelmed, so I'm glad I did it. But I fear doing that came with the downside, because I feel like the finished character sheet is a little uncohesive, but it's okay. I mean, it's not that serious. I'm not getting paid for it or anything. So this is the first Lagoona I completed. It's just a floating head. This is probably one of my favorite sketches I've ever done. I'm gonna call this Lagoona the girl with the seashell earrings, because I think that's cute and flirty and fun. Ooh. I feel like this version of her is definitely a mix of G3 Lagoona and G2. I for sure had a mix of references from like G1 all the way down to G3, so that's kind of why I feel like this specific version that I drew of her is kind of like a mix of all of them. And shout out to the OG Pinterest. She deserves her flowers, truly. I would be nowhere without her, seriously. My favorite part of this Lagoona is definitely her eyes. I feel like they just pop. I really went in with those, I think. Yeah, I did my big one, truly. I love the combination of her blue skin and green eyes. Speaking of blue skin, while I don't mind her pink skin, I just feel like Lagoona isn't Lagoona without her blue skin. Like, her blue skin makes her character, for me. Well, that's not true. It's debatable, because I feel like her blonde hair also makes her character. I mean, it's Lagoona Blue, not Lagoona Pink.
Right.
What were they thinking? Like, why would they do that to the diva? Taking away her iconic bleach blonde bombshell locks?
No. Exactly. And I told her, I say, ma'am.
In school, why would they do that? Don't piss me off. Anyway, I finished this piece by adding in her cute freckles, her glorious beet and purple lips. This is the next Lagoona and the last floating head Lagoona. I'm gonna call this the Abby clone Lagoona, mostly because of the fur headphones, but also because her face kind of just looks a bit like Abby's. This Lagoona is definitely filling her oats listening to Count Contessa, because I think the intro reminds her of home. I know Lagoona is usually depicted as the tomboy-esque girl in the group, and usually in a committed relationship, but there is definitely a fierce city girl inside of her.
Period.
You telling me she came all the way up out the ocean, her natural habitat, mind you, just to go to school and be in a star-crossed lovers committed relationship? I think not. Aside from her mug, I really like her hair here specifically. This stylized ponytail with the cute cowlick and faded pink dye job. And I know these headphones are a little unproportionate. I tried to fix it, but I just pissed it off. I feel like Lagoona usually has a pink lip, so I wanted to honor that by giving her a soft pink lip. This is probably my favorite one I did from the character sheet. The next Lagoona is a Lagoona I like to call Let's Dance Lagoona. This is probably the most out-of-the-box Lagoona I did for this. Girl, I really don't know. I was just trying to have fun. I imagine this Lagoona is going to a dance or something. These were the references for the outfit. And the hair was kind of just random. I wanted to give her a hairdo I never quite seen on Lagoona. Plus, I just live for like a beehive/large bun moment. And I feel like I always struggle with colors, maybe because I never do color palette planning like this. I often feel like it always just comes naturally after I've done the line art and everything. That's definitely something I gotta work on in the future. As always, I really love the makeup I gave her. It's like a poppy blush and pink moment to complement the dress. I don't know if you noticed, but I definitely copy and pasted the freckles from the first Lagoona slash floating head Lagoona. And with this one, I just carried the freckles down her neck and on her chest. I also keep playing with the color placements in her hair. So in the first floating head, her hair was blonde with the soft pink creeping away from the roots, like she was growing it out. And the cowlick had like a little blue on it. And in the second one, the pink is way more grown out. And here, there is no pink. And just a little bit of blue in her bangs. Anyway, I don't love the dress. I wanted to do a plaid design, but got lazy, like I tend to do a lot. So I just did bubbles, because ocean, bubbles, water. I also think the buttons should have been one color. But I do love the fishnet sleeves, though. That is definitely very Lagoona. And the octopus motif is a little random. Last time I drew a Lagoona sheet, which inspired me to do this Lagoona character sheet, she had a lot of seahorse motif going on, and I just wanted to... The next Lagoona I'm gonna call a stroll on the boardwalk Lagoona. This Lagoona was inspired by this look. I found it on Pinterest. I feel like this is the type of look she would wear in real life. This look doesn't give me Monster High. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. It gives me Lagoona vibes. Not even Lagoona Blue vibes, just Lagoona vibes. It's so simple, but I think it's just her vibe. I can totally see her walking down a boardwalk on a Sunday afternoon, eating ice cream, maybe contemplating her life on land, all in this cute little two-piece set. And the shoes are probably inspired by this G3 version of Lagoona. In the last Lagoona, I did a little pink blush on her ear and hands. I wish I did that on all of them because I really like how that looks. It's kind of a reverse on G3 Lagoona. I was also really glad to be able to do her fins in this one, even though they gave me a little trouble. I love the way they look. And although I don't hate this version of Lagoona, I think it's so far out of the Monster High realm. This version of her kind of just feels like an OC, which is a problem I have when I do fan art. I oftentimes get caught up with my own artistic vision, or sometimes lack thereof. I'll be forgetting that these aren't my characters, and I have to keep them like kind of consistent to what the original design was, or it's just kind of gonna get mushy and blurry and just like not the character, you know? When it comes to the accessories, at the time I just couldn't figure out what to do exactly, so I just gave her like some arm cuffs, star earrings, and a cute little strip of seaweed that's holding up her curly hair. I definitely have to do a version of her with cute curls that are wild and free, kind of like Daniela from Katseye. Speaking of Katseye, I am obsessed with them and cannot wait to see what they get up to in the new year. Manon Bias, stand up. Yunche Bias, stand up. Well, yes. And Megan Bias, stand up.
Oh.
These are my girls, truly. Also, go check out this tweet from my alt Twitter and tell me your thoughts, or if you agree. I like the vibe of this Lagoona. She seems so chill and carefree. Obviously, there was no need to go complex with the background, so it's just purple, but I should have left it pink. So this is me just Frankensteining the final pieces together. Nothing special, just figuring out where to place everything and tinkering with the background. I almost never know what to do with the background because I'm more of a character artist, always have been. But in the new year, I really need to work on that more. I mean, I need to work on a lot of stuff this new year, if I'm being honest. In the background, I wanted to go for a chill, beachy, and ocean vibe. There are some flowers and waves and stars. So these are the final pieces. I hope you like them. And if you like this video, maybe contemplate leaving me a like and maybe even subscribe if you're feeling freaky. Oh, and Happy New Year. Let it be joyous and prosperous. See you later and stay campalicious.
This is a new year. This is a new year.